Hello dear students, this is Sonia Kaushik and welcome you all on my new YouTube channel. And today we are going to do one of the important topic, lymphoid organs from immune system. Alright. So lymphoid organs are the organs that specifically provide the you can say place for origin, development, maturation and differentiation, or you can say proliferation of lymphocytes. Alright. So lymphoid organs, these organs provides site for origin, maturation, or you can say development and proliferation of lymphocytes. Proliferation you can also say division in simple words. So these lymphoid organs provide site for origin, maturation, development and proliferation of lymphocytes. Now we have done in our last lecture that lymphocytes are basically of two types, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. You can also call them B cells or T cells. These have a very important role in our humoral immunity and cell mediated immunity. Like B lymphocyte give rise to, whenever they come in contact with antigen, they can form two types of cells, memory cells and plasma cells. And then this plasma cell produces antibodies. Different types of antibodies they can produce, like IgG, IgA, IgM, IgD, IgE, different antibodies as we have done in our last lecture. Alright, then we will come to T lymphocyte. These form important type. Whenever they come to in contact with antigen, they form different types of cells. Like they also form memory cells, and they can form killer cells, or you can say cytotoxic cells. Actually, these directly you can say attack the pathogen or bacteria. Like they can have perforin like chemicals that can you can say make the pores in the wall of bacteria or other pathogen. So they directly kills the pathogen, cytotoxic cell. And then we can say suppressor T cells, and one more, that is these are also called, students, natural killer cells, suppressor cells, and one more important, helper T cells. Helper cells you can also say. These helper T cell plays a very important role in HIV infection. This is an important question for NEET here. During HIV infection that causes AIDS, the number of helper T cells specifically decreases, you can say, and that specifically decreases so that the immune system gets weak. That is the main cause in, you can say, harmful in case of AIDS, you can say. These helper T cells plays very important role in our immune system, and their number specifically decreases in case of HIV, in case of AIDS, you can say. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus that causes AIDS. So students, you can see in case of T lymphocyte, this specifically you can say helps to mediate the immunity with the help of cells. That's why this is called CMI, cell mediated immunity. And whether the B lymphocytes helps to you can say help to attack the pathogen on the basis of humoral response, immune response. That's why this is called humoral immunity. Humoral immunity. And in easy words we can say AMI, antibody mediated immunity. This is cell mediated immunity. Alright students. Now the topic, what is lymphocytes? This is clear to you. Now coming to the topic, lymphoid organs. These are specifically of two types. Two types of lymphoid organs. Primary and secondary. Primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. You can write this as well. Primary lymphoid organs, and here secondary lymphoid organs. Alright students. Now what are the primary lymphoid organ and what are the secondary lymphoid organ? These primary lymphoid organs are basically provides the site for, you can say, origin and for the site of antigen specific differentiation of the lymphocyte cells. And if we talk about types of primary lymphoid organ, the main primary lymphoid organs are bone marrow and thymus. Alright students. So these organs provides site for origin and maturation, origin, development and maturation. If we talk about examples of primary lymphoid organs, so these are bone marrow and thymus gland. Bone marrow and thymus gland. Students, so you can say that these primary organs provide microenvironment for development of antigen specific cells. Alright, provides, you can write, they can provide microenvironment for development and maturation of lymphocytes. So out of these two lymphoid organs, primarily this bone marrow is very, very important. Bone marrow is the space present within the bone that is the site of development of erythrocytes also, and the site of origin, maturation and development of lymphocytes also. So the type of lymphocyte that originate here are B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. The development, origin and maturation all occurs inside the bone marrow. That's why these are called B lymphocyte. But in case of T lymphocyte, their origin occur in this get originated in bone marrow only, but they get mature in thymus gland. Thymus gland is present beneath the, you can say, a breastbone, that is sternum, and near the heart, you can say. So this thymus gland provides the maturation site for T lymphocyte. That's why they are named as T lymphocyte. This B for bone marrow and this T for thymus gland. Alright students, if we talk about in case of birds, bursa of fabricus, in birds you can say, or you can say in case of avian, or you can say birds in easy word. Bursa of fabricus, this is you can say similar to bone marrow in case of us. Alright, so these are the primary lymphoid organs that provides the, you can say, main site for origin, development and maturation of you can say lymphocytes. Next, after maturation of this lymphocytes in primary lymphoid organ, the lymphocytes migrates to secondary lymphoid organ. This after the development and maturation, the lymphocytes migrates to lymphocytes migrates to secondary lymphoid organs. Now, what are the secondary lymphoid organs? These may be spleen. This may be you can say lymph nodes, and you can also say MALT, that is mucus associated lymphoidal tissue. Alright students, we are coming them to one by one. So now the question arises, how these lymphocytes after development and maturation, how they you can say reaches to this secondary lymphoid organ. So specifically they migrates through, you can say they migrates through vascular system, blood vascular system, you can say blood vascular system, or you can say lymphatic system. Alright, because two types of main fluids are present in our body. One is blood, and that is fluid connective tissue, and second one is lymph, that is also called middleman of the body, and that is also called tissue fluid. So these two helps to migrate the lymphocytes from the primary lymphoid organs to secondary lymphoid organ. Here lymphocyte come in contact with, you can say, antigens that are trapped here, or that are, you can say, blood-borne antigens. They come here in contact with these developed, you can say, lymphocytes, and they directly encounters the antigens and helps in removal of that antigen. So if we talk about spleen, this is also called graveyard of RBC, because it is a very good and very large reservoir of RBC, that it acts as a filter of blood. You can say it acts as filter of blood. Whatever the you can say whatever the antigens, or you can say whatever the blood-borne antigens are present in the blood, they get filtered here. And here the specifically cells that are lymphocyte that have reaches here from primary lymphoid organ. Further, macrophages are also there, phagocytes are also there, phagocyte that can engulf the antigen directly. They engulf the, or you can say clear the blood from antigens, or in a form of bacteria and all. Alright students, then we come to lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are present in you can say various regions of our lymphatic tissue, that they may be, if we talk about in case of humans, alright, in case of humans, so they may be present in you can say in the form of tonsils, in the form of armpits, in thighs also. So they are present in different you can say regions of our lymphatic system. One more is there, you can write here, that is Peyer's patches. Peyer's patches. These are also called abdominal tonsils. Very very important question for NEET. Abdominal tonsils. Where they are present? They are present in small intestine. Small intestine. Alright students. So these lymph nodes are the solid structures, you can say node-like structures, solid node-like structures that are present in various regions of our lymphatic tissue, and that also provides the site for you can say interaction between these lymphocytes and the antigens. You have seen many times that whenever we have a throat infection, we have a infection of tonsils, you can say, that are called pharyngeal tonsils. That tonsils that are present in our pharynx region, that are called pharyngeal tonsils. Alright, and the tonsils like structure, Peyer's patches that are present in our abdominal region or in our small intestine, they are called abdominal tonsils. So these pharyngeal tonsils specifically, you can say, undergo inflammation, or they have a severe pain also in case of throat infection. That is due to that they are the site that provide for the interaction between antigen and the you can say lymphocytes as well. Alright students. So, and this mucus associated lymphoidal tissue, this also plays very important role, because 50 to 70% of lymphoidal tissue is included in it. This is present in important tracts of our body. You know the important tracts of our body, that is respiratory tract, okay. Mucous membranes are present in our respiratory tract, our genital tract, you can say, urinogenital tract, you can say, genital tract, and one more important you have learned, that is GI tract, gastrointestinal tract. Alright students, so these have mucous membrane that are associated with this lymphoidal tissue, that is called mucus associated lymphoidal tissue. One more important thing I want to tell you, that you have heard about this appendix. Alright, but you have heard about appendix. You always have heard that appendix is the, you can say, vestigial organ in our body that have of no use, and if it causes any problems or abdominal pain, and it's specifically removed from the body at the time of appendicitis, you can say. So alright, so now it is regarded as one of the important secondary lymphoid organ. It is not no more regarded as you can say vestigial organ. Researches are going on for this appendix also, and it has also been observed in the patients in which the appendix is removed. They have the lower, you can say, immune power or immunity as compared to the person that have appendix in their body. Alright students, so today we have done what are lymphoid organs, what are the types of lymphoid organs. And one more important question for NEET, I can told you that this thymus gland, about this thymus gland, I am coming to the thymus gland, that is the primary lymphoid organ. Students, the size of this thymus gland decreases with age. This is the gland that is the site of maturation of T lymphocytes specifically. Like B lymphocyte their origin, development, maturation, everything is going on in bone marrow. That's why they are regarded as B cells or B lymphocyte. But this T cell undergo maturation in thymus gland. That's why they are called T cells. But the size of thymus gland, size decreases with age. All right. So in childhood stage it have a very good large size, but as the age increases, the size of thymus gland decreases. In old age, you can say its size is minimum, and in adult stage its size is maximum. So you have also seen that in case of old age, they have old age people, they have a lower immune system as compared to adults or as compared to children. That is the main reason is the size of thymus gland. As the thymus gland is the site of maturation, development, you can say, for the T cells, and T cells are very important for cell mediated immunity of our body. And so if thymus gland is not there, or if the size of thymus gland is small, you can say it will affect our immune system. That's why the old age people have lower immunity as compared to adult, because the size of thymus gland decreases. So you all know now the importance of this thymus gland. Its size, this question is generally asked in NEET. Its size is maximum. Its size is maximum at the age of puberty, you can say. Alright. And size minimum. Size minimum in case of old age. Alright. One important name is given to thymus, that is, it is also called training school for T lymphocytes. Okay? It is also called training school for T lymphocyte or training school of T lymphocyte. It is also called throne of T lymphocyte. Thrones of immunity, sorry. It is also called throne of immunity. Alright. So, if anyone asks you that out of the primary and secondary lymphoid organ, like we have done many primary and secondary lymphoid organs today, if someone asks out of this primary and secondary lymphoid organ, it is of course that the primary lymphoid organs are more important than secondary, but out of the primary and secondary lymphoid organ, bone marrow is most important. Bone marrow is the main, you can say, bone marrow is the main part from where the origin and maturation and proliferation and division of lymphocytes take place. That is the most important lymphoid organ. Alright students, so I hope you have get some important points of this lymphoid organs, and so read the topic. This topic is important for CBSE and NEET as well. Thank you and stay tuned for next video.